Alan, let's go to you. You have some concerns about John Lott's study. And by the way, John, I thought you were just talking over me earlier. I'm like, God, he doesn't even hear what I'm saying. So forgive the audio. This is live TV. Alan, let's talk to you about the methodology without getting too wonky. He paints a picture of illegal immigrants more likely to commit violent crime, more likely to be incarcerated for these crimes, murder, manslaughter, first degree, second degree. Why do you dispute this?
Well, it's easily disputed because the methodology just doesn't work. It's inconsistent with every other study that's been performed over the last couple of decades, as well as data from the American Immigration Association, as well as the Immigration Council, which shows that immigrants actually do less crime.
And
the types of crimes.
Immigration, though, right?
Well,
those groups
also,
are all pro-immigration.
Well, I don't think they're necessarily pro-immigration. They're pro-American. But also, Cato Institute has also gone out to the site for sort of saying that there's statistical data information. So, I mean, it's
Institute? You got to be kidding me. Alan, you got to do better than Cato. Cato is notoriously open borders. I mean, they dine out on China trade and open borders, okay?
Well, we're not talking about
they're good on taxes. They're terrible on the other two issues.
We're not talking about just open borders. We're talking about actual information here. And John, there's no way for John to actually have the data to show who was an undocumented and who was a legal immigrant. His data is really skewed information from over a large time period, which just dumps Americans, naturalized citizens, as well as people who were here on a green card who were in these removal proceedings, which make the numbers hyper.
All right, John, respond quickly to that criticism, please.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of points they just brought up. What I was trying to say earlier is that there are a lot of studies that have been done, but the problem is that those studies completely mix together legal and illegal immigrants, or they do surveys. Well, in the case of Arizona, you have pre-sentencing reports that are done that determines whether or not what their citizenship status is. That's included in the data that's here. Now, you know, there may be some issues that one can say that they may have made mistakes in some cases, but even if you believe that's the case, and I doubt that, the most you're talking about is about 10% of the sample that's there. And that's very small. That's a much smaller error than any of the other data that you've been pointing to.
All right, guys, fascinating. We're going to continue to debate this, no doubt. I think we need more transparency, more reporting, more truth. And the localities the state should have to reveal and keep a database on who is committing the crime in the United States, the American people. I think demand to know. Marianne, I know you do.